And welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. Brian Anderson here, joined by the Hall of Famer Grant Hill and Coach Stan Van Gundy. We'll hear from Allie LaForce as well. A look at the starting group for the Pistons. Thompson and Harris are the 3 and the 4. Tim Hardaway is out there with Cunningham. And it's Duren in at the center position. And for New Orleans, they've got DeJounte Murray. Trey Murphy out there with Zion Williamson. Then there's C.J. McCollum. And it's Misi in at the 5, down low. Well, Grant, when you take a look at this matchup, both these teams feature an impressive backcourt.
No question, B.A. And I get the sense that bragging rights are on the line here. Everything you can do, I can do better. Expect some exciting back-and-forth action in this league.
Now here's Cunningham. Thompson scanning the floor. Hardaway from outside. He drops it from range.
The first good move in a long chess match between these coaching staffs.
Yeah, now we get to see the counterplay. How you respond is half the battle out there.
Murray's shot is good.
And Murray is a taller guard, meaning he's capable of doing some damage on the inside.
Outside Hardaway. For 3. They get it back. Here's Duren. Well, it was only a matter of time before they finally get the bucket.
Wow, he really fires up his team with his ability to extend possessions.
Here's McCollum. And that one hits the back iron. For Detroit, they've gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Here's Cunningham. The rebound by Murray. Cade Cunningham has faced his share of challenges in his career, Coach.
Yeah, Brian. Injuries, the discouraging losses, but he's remained steadfast through it all. He's a committed and mentally tough player.
Believes in his game and now wants a team around him that can fulfill that need. Zion Williamson seems intent on silencing all the doubters moving forward.
Yeah, B.A., he's not taking any more questions about conditioning. His physicality and play really answered that question now. He has been looking better than ever.
First quarter and about a minute and a half in. Cunningham has the open look. And he buries that one. Back rim and in.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
McCollum. The rebound by Detroit.
Well, that's a miss you can live with. I expect they'll go to it again, especially if the defense continues to concede it.
And here's Cunningham. Puts up a deep 3. Misi grabs the board. Shot from the wing. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. Detroit has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. And here's Cunningham outside. Cunningham can't get that one to fall.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
From the wing. Here's McCollum. And the layup falls.
Yeah, sneaking down for the board. McCollum might have surprised the defense there.
The Pistons have gone 3 of 8 so far. Thompson in the post. The layup off target. The Pelicans trail. Pass to Williamson. Over Harris. Williamson with the bucket.
The jump shot is a work in progress for Williamson, but he's willing to put in the work.
Cunningham passes to Hardaway. Here's Cunningham. The 3 is up. Another missed shot. He's 1 of 5, looking shaky out there. Williamson with it. Now guarded by Duren. Oh, the dunk by Williamson.
And giving them what they want, the incredible dunking ability of Zion on full display.
And the timeout called here by J.B. Bickerstaff. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. And the Pistons making a change here. Ivy's checked in.
Number 23, James Ivy.
Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. Coach, you spent a lot of time in New Orleans. Coach for him, as a matter of fact. It's a fun stop in the NBA. There's some amazing food in the Big Easy.
Yeah, Brian, I love the city of New Orleans, but when I coached there, it was in the pandemic. All the restaurants were closed. All the entertainment was closed. We couldn't enjoy the jazz or the food.
Here's Cunningham after the basket by New Orleans. Ivy, right side. Over Murray. Ivy's shot is off. The Pelicans have got 6 of 10 attempts to fall. And it's Murray finishing it off.
And there goes Murray, a serious leaper.
Pistons trail by 3. Harris outside. Down low. Here's Ivy. Back to Harris. No good from outside. For New Orleans, they've got 7 of 11 shots to find the mark. And stolen by Cunningham. Inside. Here's Duren. And the dunk by Duren.
And for a younger guy, Cunningham's vision is impressive. He's always watching the floor.
Here's McCollum. It's good. And the assist goes to Murray.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Zion Williamson is a 1 of 1. His teammate T.J. McCollum told him, your ceiling is unlike anything the NBA has ever seen, but it's up to you to take full advantage of whatever it is. You can be as good as you want to be. This game will go where you take it.
You know, Allie, at his best, he is unstoppable. And the technical free throw is good.
Capable of playing both the 3 and 4 spots, Harris's versatility is his greatest strength.
Thompson, he's checked in for Detroit. Beasley comes in for Cade Cunningham. Now here's Jones, and he drives in. The shot's good. Pistons trail by 4. Harris outside. Lots of room. Basket's good.
The team counts on Harris for this right here. I mean, his efficiency is a big part of their offensive scheme.
Here's Alvarado. Boy, clanks that one off the back iron and it falls.
Well, that's taking full advantage of the opening. The defense probably willing to give him that one, but I like that he's capitalizing on it.
Now here's Harris. Ivy's shot is off.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
Here's Jones. Good D by Harris.
Mixing it up inside, just coming up empty-handed.
The open shot by Thompson. Off the left rim and out. Rebounded by the Pistons. Beasley outside. Gets it off. It's good! It's good at the buzzer! Wow!
What a huge shot to beat the buzzer. My goodness.
Oh, man, that's like stealing 3-point. Big-time finish to the court.
And that concludes a back-and-forth, high-scoring first quarter of play. It's New Orleans. They're up by 1. And back to the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And looking at what we've seen from New Orleans, what do you guys think?
Well, I think it's pretty obvious they were well prepared defensively coming in.
KYP, know your personnel. So far, good attention to the scouting report.
Here are the 5 Detroit has to start the second. We've got Isaiah Stewart, Thompson out there with Malik Beasley. Then there's Ivy, and it's Schroeder in at the 1. Outside Schroeder. Beasley for 3. Rebound by Olynyk. The Pelicans lead by 3. Here's Williamson. Oh, Zion! Are you kidding me?
The power of Zion, a sight to see.
Pistons shooting around 35% from the field so far. And here's Ivy from the arc. Fires in the triple. Ivy's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest at the arc.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Pistons trail by 4. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. And here's Ivy from the arc. Alvarado with a rebound. The Pelicans have gone 3 of 3 to begin the second. The Pistons have had quite a few high lottery picks of late, Stan. However, they haven't had much success yet.
Well, Brian, you know, sometimes it takes a lot of time. Some teams will come together quicker. Some players and some teams need more time to develop. Detroit's just got to keep adding to what they have and continuing to develop the players that are already in their system.
And a great fan base in Detroit, starving for victories. And it's Detroit with the ball. After the Pelicans picking up a basket a moment ago. And again, no good by Detroit.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
That's good, and it's Jones with the assist. And now an 8-point New Orleans lead.
And taking a look at this first half, they've just shown better shot selection.
Yeah, they've done a better job executing offensively, moving the ball and creating high-percentage looks.
Slow defensive rotation causing a breakdown along the perimeter.
The Pelicans lead by 5. You know, there's so much to like about Herb Jones. It's hard to know where to start with this guy, Coach.
Well, Brian, I think I know where it starts. It starts with him being an all-defensive caliber defender, one of the best in the league. But then lately, he's been so efficient from three-point range, and his overall efficiency at the offensive end has gone way up. He's become a complete player.
Tobias Harris checked in for the Pistons. Kate Cunningham comes in for Schroeder, and it's Cunningham missing. And out of bounds, Detroit will have it.
That's a careless pass and a wasted possession. That's just unnecessary.
Hawkins is checked in for Alvarado. Pistons trail by 5. It's Beasley on the wing, and there's a defensive 3-second call. This will be his 3rd free throw of the game.
For the Pistons, Tobias Harris, shooting 1.
And he shows the focus there, nails the tee. Well, Stan, every franchise has their guy. What kind of things do you want your franchise player to exhibit?
Well, Brian, here's what people have to understand. The culture of your team is determined by your best player. If you want a hard-working, unselfish, competitive team, that best player, that franchise guy, has to embody those things.
And about 3 minutes played now in the second quarter. Harris outside. And here's Cunningham outside. It's hauled in by New Orleans. Nisi's got rebound number 8 now. McCollum outside. Goes up at the elbow. And he gets the friendly roll as that one goes. McCollum's got 6 points.
And they're building up steam, getting out in front, trying not to look back.
Well, look, we've seen that no lead is safe these days. You got to keep scoring and extending that margin.
Now here's Jones. That one's in. Coming off a nice dish from Williamson. Williamson's got 3 assists tonight. And almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play. Cunningham looking it over. Again the miss by Cunningham. And here are the Pelicans now. They're on a 16-7 run. Shot's good by McCollum. And now a 12-point Pelican lead.
Not only a perimeter player, McCollum can go inside.
Timeout, timeout. JB Bickerstaff decides to call timeout. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. Changes here for Detroit. Duran, he's checked in for Stewart. Thompson comes in for Beasley. And Hardaway is subbed in for Ivy. Off the inbound. And Cunningham gets it to go. On the assist by Thompson. 7 points in the game.
And look at the lack of hesitation. Cade gets the ball and is confident he can make the shot.
Murray's shot is good.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
This will be his fourth shot at the line here in this one.
Tobias Harris at the line for one.
And so he hits the technical free throw. All right, Grant, I have to ask you, has there ever been a more intimidating team than the old bad boy Pistons?
Well, they weren't fancy, but they played hard and they played physical basketball. Every team that faced those Detroit teams knew they were in for a battle.
Here's Misi, covered by Duran. Here's Murray. Locked in, drains his fifth shot in as many attempts.
And not letting the contact affect him at all. Give Murray credit for keeping his focus.
Top of the key. The rebound by Murray.
And that's one he wants back, just wide open, but not able to connect that time.
Oh, he packs it down!
That is incredible.
You know, at the offensive end, McCollum does a little of everything for you. I mean, that was a great pass.
And so Thompson will bring it up for Detroit. 15-point game. Offline with a three.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
Cunningham outside. Nice work beyond the arc by Cunningham.
A pretty big component of Cunningham's game. He knows how to produce from the arc.
From the baseline, Murray's shot is good. Murray's got 12. Here's Cunningham. He's got 10. From behind the arc. Rebound by Olenek. The Pelicans lead by 14. Here's McCollum. Uses the glass on the layup. He's got 10.
What a tricky shot. CJ, he's showing off now.
For three, Hardaway. The shot misses. And so it's New Orleans in control with a 16-point advantage heading into the break. Their defensive efforts have paid off, effectively shutting down the opposing offense. And don't go far. We'll be right back. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You know, DeJounte Murray has been exceptional here, guys.
Through the first two quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
Here's Murray. Zion Williamson out there with Trey Murphy. Then it's Murray. Then there's C.J. McCollum. And it's Misi in at the 5 spot. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Here's Murray. And out of bounds. The Pistons will take it. Pistons trail by 16. And Grant, DeJounte Murray, a bit of a throwback player. He's comfortable attacking at all 3 levels.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, he does a lot of work in the mid-range for a guard. He's very comfortable with any shot on the floor. Not shy about putting up a ton of attempts if that's what's needed.
Here's McCollum. That's good. And it's Williamson with the assist. Williamson's got 4 assists now tonight.
Unselfish play there by Zion. Moving the ball to another shooter.
No one near him. And it's Cunningham missing. The Pelicans lead by 18. Here's Murray. Oh, the teardrop falls in. Murray's got 14 points.
Great touch there. It's just so tough to defend a floater like that.
Hardaway, a good look. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right iron.
You know the coaches hated that shot. But guess what? Some of them go in.
Misi's shot is good.
And defenses can forget how good of a passer McCollum is.
Pistons trail by 20. And the timeout called here by J.B. Bickerstaff. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the third quarter. Here's Thompson. Misi grabs the board. For New Orleans, they've gotten 3 of 4 shots to fall so far in the third. No good that time. Tries again. Detroit with a rebound.
I mean, come on. That's a shot you expect him to make.
Hardaway with it. McCollum covering. Fires from deep. And Tim Hardaway gets a 3. Hardaway's got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
Here's McCollum. The rebound by Detroit. Harris has got his 4th rebound in this one. Thompson outside. And here's Cunningham outside. Misi grabs the board. Misi's got the glass covered here tonight. That's 11 boards for him. A chance here to catch up with Ali from the sideline.
We've seen scoring totals increasing, and fans might appreciate it, but NBA VP and head of basketball ops Joe Dumars said, quote, "I think what fans really want to see is incredible competition. The score is secondary to that. And guys, you talk about competing, Joe D brought it at both ends of the floor."
No doubt about that. Well said, Alec.
Dialed in, Cunningham, an innate ability to shoot.
Grant, when you look at this Pelicans team, their length is so impressive.
Yeah, they've made a point to draft players with big wingspans, and that really helps them on the defensive end. They're all very switchable.
And here's Harris outside. Offensive rebound. Duren. Oh, he got it with a pump fake, but he couldn't finish. New Orleans leading by 18. Here's Williamson. Goes back up. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. And here's Cunningham outside. He buries it from 3. Cunningham's got 16 points.
They are unconscious from outside, and so far, the defense has had no answer.
Look, when the 3 is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for Detroit. The 3 from Thompson. It's hauled in by New Orleans. Misi's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Fires for 3. Here's Williamson. And that one goes. He's now recorded his 5th bucket in 8 tries.
And what hustle from Zion right there. Just outworking everyone on the offensive boards.
To the middle. Here's Harris. And Harris throws it down.
Well, he can play the 4 because he gets off the ground so well. Here's
Williamson. The shot, no good. Thompson with some nice D. Lets a floater go. And it's Cunningham missing. New Orleans leading by 17. Here's Williamson. And it's good as he snugs it right through the net. Williamson's got 6 in the quarter. Cunningham outside. Off target with the 3. The Pelicans have gone 50% from the field in the third quarter. 8 of 16. Takes a 3. And Cunningham pulls it down. Cunningham's got his 4th rebound in this one. There's the triple. Zion Williamson grabs the miss.
Well, it's just not been his night. He's finding good looks, but they're just not falling.
Jones, he's checked in for New Orleans. Beasley's checked in for the Pistons. Ivy comes in for Cunningham. It's Beasley on the wing. There's 48 seconds left in the third. Ivy's shot is off. New Orleans has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. And it's Williamson penetrating. Count it. Good. Williamson's got 14.
Love how decisive Williamson is. When he sees a lane to the basket, he seizes it.
Back to Ivy. Thompson outside. Drills it from deep. Thompson's got his first 3 points of the game.
And that's on the defense, giving him a decent look. That's his shot.
McCollum with it. Now Thompson defending. And McCollum is good for 3. And the Pelicans lead by 21.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Great open look there. Ivy's gotten his second bucket. Williamson inside. Good D by Harris. And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans up 19 points as the quarter comes to a close. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And from the two-guard spot, an unselfish play like this sets a fantastic tone.
Yeah, well, he looked like a pass-first point guard on this assist. Incredible instinct to feel the play develop and set up the score.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. Setting the floor for the Pistons. Isaiah Stewart out there with Holland. Then it's Dennis Schroeder. Then it's Malik Beasley. And it's Ivy in at the 2. Off target from three-point range. New Orleans leading by 19. It's Williamson with the drive. Count it. Now 8 for 13 with that basket. Grant, there's a huge difference between talent on paper versus winning.
You're right, B.A., and it comes down to coaching, chemistry, and sacrifice. But I think the biggest thing is effort. All things being equal, the team that plays the hardest is going to win.
Ivy's gone just 2 of 8 from the field. Here's Jones. Shot from the low post is good.
Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
Ivy outside. Nails it from 3.
And something Ivy continues to improve. He's becoming a real threat from downtown.
Pass to Hawkins. The teardrop. It's not going to go for him. Ivy with the defensive effort. Here's Stewart. Launches a 3. They get the rebound. Ivy outside. Schroeder with it. Holland for 3. Rebounded by New Orleans. Earlier they held a 23-point lead. Here's Alvarado. Count it. The defender is called for the block, and he could turn this into a 3-point play.
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
McCollum, he's checked in for New Orleans. And the Pistons making a change here as well. Cunningham's checked in for Schroeder. And that one misses. And Stan, after starting his NBA career playing at center, the 6'8" Isaiah Stewart, more often now a power forward.
Yeah, look, Brian, he's improved as a shooter. He still looks more like an old-school big at the 4 spot, but he can step out and stretch the floor.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Pelicans.
Well, they've been owning the painted area offensively. I love the intensity they're playing with down there.
And also attacking in transition has been working for them. I mean, credit them for running the break well and being opportunistic.
Pass to Holland. 4-3. Williams grabs the board. Williamson's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Back to good from Jones. And the assist by McCollum. McCollum's got 4 assists now tonight. And here's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for the Pistons. Jacks up a 3. And the three-pointer goes. Cunningham's got 10 points in just the second half.
Man, that right there gives you a sense of just how quick Cunningham really is.
Alvarado buries it down low.
And I respect the strategy. Despite the sizable lead, you got to stay in attack mode.
Yeah, you got to keep going at him. You don't want to leave any hope for a comeback.
Ivy outside. Plenty of space. Rebound by Olenek. The Pelicans lead by 22. Williamson for 3. Holland with a rebound. The Pistons have got 2 of 8 shots to drop in the final quarter. Ivy outside. Pass to Stewart.
Hey, yo, right here.
Back to Ivy. All sorts of time. And he comes up with a bucket.
Hot off the pass, Ivy has a shot up. No time to waste when you've got a pro-level defense coming at you.
And it's Willie Green calling the timeout here. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. I represent our New Balance player of the game, DeJounte Murray.
It's almost beyond belief what he's done in this game. He's been impossible to cool off, hitting just about everything he looks at. It doesn't matter who's guarding him. He's had an answer for just about everyone.
And it's really a shame that they won't make the playoffs, despite all of his efforts. But if he continues to play at this level, a playoff appearance might not be far off. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation there on the defense. And make no mistake, Cade Cunningham is the engine of this team, Grant.
Man, his vision and playmaking are crucial to the offense. Coach trusts him to make the right reads and set up his teammates. He has cut down on mistakes and is rounding into an elite point guard.
On the wing, Thompson. No good on the triple.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
Here's Williamson. That's in. Coming off an assist from McCollum. McCollum's got 5 assists in the game. Pistons trail by 21.
2 minutes remaining in the
There's Cunningham with the 3. Again, the miss by the Pistons.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Here's Murray. And the layup is good.
Murray just owning things on the offensive end, getting to his shots and making them.
Here's Cunningham. Durant in the high post. Ooh, too long in the paint. And he's hit with a 3-second violation. Stan, after his 12-year playing career, Willie Green has made a seamless transition into coaching.
Yeah, first of all, Willie Green is a person of very high character. Second, Brian, he consciously started preparing himself to coach while he was still playing, and then he was able to work on great staffs under great coaches, and now he's an outstanding head coach in his own right.
New Orleans leading by 22. Williamson with it. Beasley covers. Williamson misses.
Those are precisely the looks this team is trying to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
Boy, this offense has been dynamic and diversified.
Just everyone sharing the ball and sharing the load makes you difficult to defend. It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Pelicans.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for DeJounte Murray.
Well, he was the catalyst for them tonight. Played a great all-around game, and you could see his teammates feeding off his energy.
Ivy outside. Here's the 3. It's hauled in by New Orleans.
He continues to let it fly, but the makes have been few and far between.
Misi's shot is good.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
And it's Cunningham missing. They have really been in control of this one.
You don't want to get complacent here. Impressive job by this team. And you really can't discount the impact of this crowd here.
No, I'd be lying if I said the crowd doesn't have an impact. It's certainly felt from the head coach all the way down.
And it's a defensive 3-second violation.
Pistons ball. Shooting for Detroit, Tobias Harris. At the line for one.
One shot.
And the technical free throw is good. Here's Cunningham, and out of bounds. New Orleans will have it.
Now into the lineup for your Pelicans. Number 50.
9 seconds left in the game. Here's Alvarado. Can't connect from 13 feet out. And so New Orleans takes this one by a large margin. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous team effort. Once they had that big lead, they were not going to let the visitors back into the game.
All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Zion, this is a team with some outstanding young players with complementary skills. How do you see yourself fitting in?
I think I fit in very well. I think I'm a very versatile player. You can throw me out there with any group, and I'm going to put up, do something to contribute. And I think we're a very unselfish team, so that plays a big part to it.
And any group would be happy to have you. Thanks, Zion.
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, I'm Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. And as we leave you, here's a look at our player of the game, DeJounte Murray.